Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the Earth sign reading. So we're going to start off with the lovely sign of Virgo this week. Shuffle them around a bit. Virgo, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It's beautiful to have you on board, and if you haven't subscribed yet, would love you to subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell though so you get reminders. I go live on Wednesday, so today is my YouTube Super Chat Day. Okay. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, I want you to ask yourself, is this my reading? And if it's not, move on. You can find another reader or check out other aspects of your natal chart by Googling natal chart and putting the details in from your birth. If it's not your reading, don't force it. You know straight away as soon as you start watching a reading whether it's yours or not. Trust your intuition. But if it is a reading that you resonate with or does sound like your story or does feel like where you're going, then make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up. It's good karma and it helps me to grow the channel, and I'll say thank you in advance. All right, we're going to use the Supernatural Tarot for your reading today. Oh, King of Cups and Queen of Cups jumped out on me just like that. This is two people who are incredibly in love with each other. This is two people who relate to each other, who are the yin and yang of a relationship. Beautiful energy, possibly dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, but it feels like to me that you've met your match, I want to say. All right, let's see where we're going with your reading today. I just give them a little bit. These cards stick a little bit. Even though I've used them quite a lot, they seem to still want to stick together. So we'll give them a good old casino shuffle. All right. Beautiful. Oh, okay. So we have the Nine of Wands coming through here. The Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior. In effect, what it talks about is that you keep going round in circles with something and you keep bringing yourself pain, but yet you repeat the same cycle. When it's the 9, you're not quite bringing in that last lesson to complete. So what you do is you keep going round and round and round. So ask yourself, are you repeating this cycle because you don't have healthy boundaries? Are you repeating this cycle because you don't have any self-respect? Or that your self-respect is so low that you'd keep allowing yourself to repeat a pattern? Why is this happening? Why do you do this? It is worth looking at. You know, sometimes it's because we can't get a relationship where we gel with someone. Or it might be that your expectations are very low. Or it could be that you need to work on your confidence and self-esteem. But whatever's going on here, you are repeating a pattern. Okay, we have the Sun card coming through. So you're going to get something, somebody's going to shine some light on this for you, or somebody's going to help you see what you're doing here. You know, there is, an energy of needing to take time out here with the Sun. I feel like something's being shown to you here that's going to help you see that pattern or see what you've been doing. Okay, so the King of Wands is coming through here. So it could be that you're finally meeting someone that's right and you're understanding that you've been cycling, or it could be somebody coming in as another energy in that pattern in order for you to see it so that you can break a pattern. It could be that you always get jobs where you get bullied, for example, and you keep moving jobs, keep moving on because you're bullied, but you're not actually dealing with why you're being bullied. That is the energy coming through. King of Wands telling me here that someone's going to change something. Someone's going to shine light on this for you. So either you're going to meet someone who's going to say, hey, this is what you've been doing and it's not helpful, or you are going to meet someone in a relationship that's going to show you that you have been repeating this pattern. Now, it's really interesting because the Six of Wands has come out in reverse, and that just sort of supports it even more. It's like you're not willing to move away. It's like you're comfortable. You know how people get really comfortable in some sort of mentality and you try to challenge them to see things a different way, but yet they're so stuck in that it's normal for them and they're not seeing it. So no matter what you say, they're never going to listen to you. trying to think of a really good example here. You know, somebody's trying to do something. It might be that they're trying to fix something or, you know, mend something. But every time they try to do it, that same way, and it isn't working. So, you know, you want to say to them, do you want some help with that? Would you like me to help you with it? And they're like, no, I'm doing just fine on my own. And you're like, okay, then I'm not going to help you, but I can visibly see what you've been doing wrong every time. But if you don't want my help, that's okay too. It's like that sort of energy. It's like you're doing something, what people may be seeing that, people may want to speak up and tell you. It may be your own consciousness that's saying, hey, you're doing this again, but you're not seeing it at this point in time, which means that you're creating pain for yourself by being in this energy. You're not moving in the right direction. All right, let's have a look why. So we have the Nine of Swords coming through. So maybe it has something to do with, because you're anxious here, this is high anxiety. And then we have the beautiful Nine of Cups coming through, which of course talks about a wish coming true. You're about to see something here, Virgo. Something you've been doing for a while that's perhaps not been in your best interest. Perhaps you're always picking the wrong partners. Perhaps you're repeating poor relationships. Perhaps you don't think you deserve anymore, so you keep pulling in the people you think you deserve rather than the right people. But something here, you're repeating that somebody's going to show you what you've been doing all along and how to move forward here. All right, so I have a Page of Swords coming through here. Now, I know personally when things are not quite going the way I want them to, I'm a Google girl, so I go Googling everything. So if I can't fix something, I go and Google how to do it. And I don't even know, I think I used encyclopedias before Google, so I think I've always been a Google girl. It just might have been Googling books. But the Page of Swords tells me there's some research going on here. So you may be starting to understand, maybe you're thinking, I need to change this relationship pattern or this work pattern. I'll go and see a psychologist, and you're online looking at a counsellor. It could be that you are, like I said, repeating something else in your personal life. You know, sometimes we repeat with our own families. We allow them to treat us poorly, but we think we can't fix that because they're family. And we may say to them often, you know, don't do that, it hurts me, or, you know, that one is really a big one. You know, when you say to someone, it hurts me when you insult me, or it hurts me when you tease me, and they tell you you don't have a good sense of humour, you know you're dealing with someone narcissistic. Maybe you're repeating a narcissistic pattern. But somehow or another, I feel like you're looking into this here with this Page of Swords, and it might be why you're getting some sort of enlightenment here. Five of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful, and the Tower. Okay, so what I have to say to you here, especially with the Tower coming through, is you're about to make big changes within yourself. Big changes. You're starting to understand here what you've been doing up until now, and you are actually working here with the Tower. You've got like a self-enforced tower here. So what you're saying to yourself here is, this doesn't work. I'm not getting to the place I want to be at. So therefore, I am going to go back to the beginning and rebuild. And you're looking for some way of rebuilding here. The Five of Cups tells me that you're sort of stuck on some idea or some sort of way of doing things from your past, and it needs to shift if you want to bring in this abundance. So it's like the universe is saying, this is here in front of you, but you can't quite get to that. Maybe you're, you know, wearing slippery shoes where the ground is really slippery. You just keep sort of sliding backwards rather than going forwards, and it's like it's here for you, come and get it. And somehow or another, I feel like you're rebuilding with this Tower. And it might be different things for different people. You know, sometimes I do the readings. Ace of Wands is here, though, so you definitely got, and the Four of Wands, more stability, and the Fools. You're taking a leap of faith. Beautiful. So you're making changes here in order to move forward, to change the way you've been doing things in the past. Now, I'm not really sure if this is love for you, although the Five of Cups could represent some sort of love pattern where you are always looking back at the past. Maybe you are pulling in people that have been the same as people that you've been with before. It could be that you are, you know, sometimes if we've had a traumatic childhood or had trauma-based experiences in our childhood, Sometimes we form patterns around picking our own parents. Because if you think that the way your parent loved you is the way love needs to be, you may be picking people who reinforce that idea, which means that you're always going to pick people who will abuse you. So there's some sort of pattern going on here that you need to be aware of, but I see you doing something here. So I feel like somehow or another somebody is either giving you the heads up on this, maybe just listening to this reading might be enough for you to start to understand. But what I want to say here is you're choosing below your grade. So you may be choosing people who aren't right for you because you think that's who you are. So when you start to change who you are, then you may start to pull in people who are right for where you are, because you have that beautiful Four of Wands energy here, which talks about stability. So there's a leap of faith, a brand new start leading to more stability here. But in order to do that, you've got to go back to this energy of the Tower and break down something and rebuild yourself. Six of Wands, victory with the Hierophant. Beautiful. These two cards here talk about stability. They talk about building yourself in a different way, not the Tower. The Tower breaks it down. This is about building yourself up here so you can have a brand new start. So sometimes this might be that, energy of the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe you've done something again and gone, I have done it again. I am not doing this anymore. I need to go back to the drawing board and understand why I'm doing this. As I said, sometimes it can be repeating patterns with abusive people. It could mean going into jobs where you always get bullied. Whatever it is here, you're understanding there's a pattern here and you're going back to the drawing board. You're rebuilding yourself here. And look at this, Knight of Wands energy. You're finding your passion again. Maybe you've sort of got to a point where you're sort of feeling like that's it, that's how it is, I can't change it. And I want to say to you can change anything. You just got to want to. So something here is changing for you, and I really feel strongly you're trying to, I'll put some more cards on it. I feel like you're trying to bring in new love, but you keep pulling in the same people. Maybe you need to take a break. Maybe you need a period of time to really understand what you're doing, but you may be pulling in negative situation after negative situation. All right, because I have the Nine of Wands. Somebody is about to shine light on this for you, though. You're definitely getting some sort of information coming through. Could be a Leo, Sag, or Aries, or somebody who's a manager or leader around you. This could be a counselor. But there's definitely this energy that you're sort of not moving on from something that doesn't serve you here. The Nine of Swords tells me that you are having anxiety over this. So that when you have the anxiety, you're realizing that there's a problem there that you need to change. You need to either change your approach to it or change the problem. So you have to find the way of doing that. But the Nine of Cups tells me that you are bringing in a wish. You do have abundance here in your reading. So I know that you're moving in the right direction. But it's about you understanding this particular thing you've been doing up until now, which is sort of not bringing in what you want. And sometimes when we're doing the readings, I think, people want to hear about love. They want to get into a relationship, but they don't realize in order to get into a relationship, you have to be vibrating where you want that relationship to be. So if you want a good and healthy relationship, you need to be at a good and healthy place in your life. But so many people rush into the next relationship after the last one, and it's just a disaster because they're still in the energy of healing, which means that you're going to bring someone in who's sitting right in that same energy as you. And that may not be a good thing if you've had abusive relationships. You'll keep repeating the pattern. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, have the Seven of Wands. Don't give up with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are about to change here. With the Hermit, just taking time out to heal is essential here. Beautiful energy. Seven of Pentacles. All right, so what's happening here is you're learning here how to move forward. The universe is trying to support you on this journey. You're being shown things to help you see through. You need to be the observer and not miss what you're being shown. There is an energy of healing here and of new manifestations coming through. So I really feel here you're starting to understand here how to manifest new love. Yeah, King of Wands coming through again. Maybe you're meeting a person that you really feel is absolutely just beautiful, but somehow or another you feel that you can't have this person, that they're out of your league or they're too good for you. And they're not. They're perfect for you. But if you're in this energy here of feeling that all you can have is negativity, then you're just going to pull in more of that. And I feel like you've got somebody here who's going to show you how you can break that pattern. They may be going to show you really beautiful love that you've not seen before. All right, let's have a look and see what's coming. Oh, there you go. Look at that. I love Spirit. Oh my goodness, they are so good to me. You are currently too close to see things clearly. Detach a little and you will start to see things from a higher perspective. By emotionally detaching from this situation, a simple solution also becomes clear. So there you go. Spirit is saying, just step back a little and have a look at this pattern. Don't think because you're in the middle of it that you don't know what it is. But if you step back, you may be able to see how to solve it, or at least understand it. And I feel like some of you will be seeking out some sort of advice, counselor, psychologist, somebody here who's going to help you see the way forward. All right, Virgo, I will leave you with that. Thank you.